Deary me, a massive deary me. You know that saying that nothing ever really is solidified until you have it in your hands? Well, that's going to be applied today to the Airbus A321XLR. You may know that preparations are well underway for the first delivery of the first unit, this heading towards Iberia, and now they've hit a roadblock following fresh developments from the Spanish carrier. The first aircraft was expected to be delivered this month in September, and this follows a certification occurring in the last few months, paving a way for that first delivery to safely occur. However, following some concerns over whether the timeframe would be met, considering September is rapidly coming to a close, it's been confirmed that the plans in place have been delayed. Iberia confirmed that the first unit will now tentatively be delivered in the second half of October, that being next month. Following an inquiry from Reuters, the airline would later go on to confirm this through various channels. Delivery to the Spanish carrier, you may also remember, follows an initial delivery that was scheduled for Aer Lingus, a fellow member of the International Airlines group. However, difficulties surrounding contractual obligations meant that Aer Lingus at the hands of the International Airlines Group simply believed that a first delivery to them would be unrealistic. The huge benefit of having so many airlines under the one roof is you're able to switch around where aircraft are destined, and instead of ceding this aircraft completely or the slot, they were just able to slide it over to Iberia. If you're after the specific cause for the delay, well, that's not been confirmed at the time of recording, and I'm yet to hear back from the airline with regard to this. Once a delivery does occur though, you can be sure that Iberia will begin the aircraft first and foremost for flying on familiarization flights to London Heathrow and Paris Charles de Gaulle. You're probably thinking to yourself, hang on a second, this is hardly flights that have the range of, say, the XLR's capabilities. Well, familiarization flights are essential for airlines to really learn more about the capabilities of the new aircraft type that they have. In some instances, this new aircraft may require additional staff, it might be flying to different markets, it may be larger in size, or just generally have a different configuration, and the best way to test these is by putting them on short-haul flights multiple times a day for a couple of weeks until that familiarization period is completed, and once that is done, Iberia plans to deploy the aircraft across transatlantic markets, among others, as more units begin being delivered. Boston Logan is expected to receive the first non-familiarization flights, this to take place by mid-November, marking the beginning of an era for the airline's single-aisle operations, and aligning a little bit with what I said earlier about how it is a multi-week process to really familiarize yourself with the aircraft if you are an employer at Iberia destined to work on the new aircraft. The A321XLR has already been a major success, now this despite having a more complicated certification plan than initially thought, which saw its EIS, that being the entry into service, delayed by more than a year. In an ideal world, this plane would have been operational in 2023 with airlines, but as we know of late, nothing is really going to happen on time. Airlines have looked to the A321XLR as the ideal solution to develop their fleet. They aren't the only ones. The single-aisle jet was developed with the primary intention of flying 7 to 8 hour missions to ease pressures on existing wide-bodies, and furthermore, an aircraft like the A321XLR offers airlines even greater opportunity to pounce on emerging markets without sacrificing capacity across others where potential wide-bodies are deployed. It's a really exciting aircraft, and I think you and me are just genuinely waiting for it to enter into service, and the same could be said for many other aircraft types. The day it does will be a fantastic one, and I know for myself I can't wait to see more and more airlines adopt this single-aisle, extra long-range type plane, and where they're going to deploy it, what customers think of flying in a single aisle for 9 hours, and much more. Thanks for watching. You can drop your thoughts down below in the comments. Please take care, do also be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow for your latest industry news.
And we'll fly.